So we are at the home, or at least the location where it used to be the home of Benjamin Franklin. You see the metal structures behind me. Those are the outline of the buildings that used to be here that Benjamin Franklin built. Now, Benjamin Franklin was a guy who signed the Declaration, went on and signed the Constitution, one of very few guys that actually did that. But Benjamin Franklin was a noted leader throughout our nation for a lot of years. Now, people recognize today he was a printer. During the Revolution, did a lot of printing, and throughout his time as a printer, he actually became friends with a man named George Whitefield. Now, George Whitefield was the famous evangelist from the First Great Awakening. Well, Franklin printed a lot of Whitefield's sermons, and in printing his sermons, he read a lot of Whitefield's sermons. He and Whitefield became friends. In fact, Franklin wanted to build an addition on his house to give Whitefield a place to live and stay. So Whitefield had a major influence in Franklin's life when early on he lived a fairly secular life. In fact, we could joke and call him maybe like the early Donald Trump of his era and some of the way he lived. But after George Whitefield, you see a decided change in his life. We separated from Great Britain in 1776. Franklin's one of the guys that helped do the Pennsylvania Constitution. He's a leader in Pennsylvania at the time. He is a governor of Pennsylvania, goes on the Constitution. Now, the Constitution, when things aren't working and it seems like everything's falling apart, there's so much frustration, so many problems, Franklin's the guy that suggests, maybe we ought to pray and ask God for help. In fact, the longest speech he gave at the Constitutional Convention was the challenging of the other delegates that let's pray and ask God for help, because without God's help, we're not going to succeed in this. Franklin's a really interesting guy today. Although he's recognizable in name, a lot of people don't know his contributions, and especially the fact that even though he was the least religious founding father, he still believed we needed God to be a part of what we did in the nation, or we wouldn't be successful.